Hello there, and welcome back to the Endless Kingdom. I'm your anonymous host, and today on a not-so-critical review, we'll be looking into a continuation. In a prior review, Trollhunters Rise of the Titans, I promised to look into the rest of its franchise, The Tales of Arcadia. And that's what we're gonna do today. I present into all the series that started a long-running franchise, is Trollhunters. Trollhunters is a Netflix original cartoon originally released in 2016. It lasted for 3 seasons and kicked off the Tales of Arcadia franchise. The series is a CGI cartoon where, in the shadows of a small town called Arcadia Oaks, there lies a hidden and mystical world of trolls. But this world is not all peaceful, for within it lies the near never-ending battle between the Troll Hunter, sort of knight errant for trolls, and the Gum-Gums. While the name sounds harmless, in the series lore, Gum-Gums means...
Gum-Gum means bringer of horrible, slow, painful, and thoroughly calculated death.
As you might guess, they're a highly antagonistic force. The series revolves around mostly the conflicts between the Gum-Gums and its rather large cast. Starting with Jim Lake Jr., a young teenager facing average teenage problems, like trying to get the courage to ask out a crush, who ends up becoming the first human troll hunter, to the surprise and concern of many amongst the troll community. Takes a while for them to warm up to the idea that he can be their protector, which is not exactly helped by the fact that the first trolls he encounters are considered a laughing stock and someone to be treated with caution. That being Blinky, Troll Scholar, who had the misfortune of training one of the worst troll hunters in existence, and Arg, a big lovable oaf of a troll when you get to know him, but behind it all has a past of being a top soldier of the Gum-Gums. Alongside them is Jim's best friend Toby Demzowski, whom tries to help after learning about the trolls, but at first can barely do anything, and is more comedic relief. He eventually gets a magic warhammer to help, but it's slow going. Makes good moral support though. Joining the cast eventually is the popular schoolgirl Claire Nunez, who is the aforementioned crush. And well, Claire and Jim do eventually end up dating. It's a long, drawn-out process, which is a good thing considering Trollhunter spans 52 episodes across 3 seasons, which leads to a lot of nice dynamics. Chief among them is how, with Trollhunters, you can never fully tell who's gonna be the antagonist and for how long when you first watch it. The antagonist shifts around quite a bit. Starting with Bulwar, son of Gum-Gum leader Gunmar, who eventually becomes the main antagonist, which later transitions to Strickler, school teacher who is in actuality a shape-shifting troll known as a changeling, who works with many allies to try and end Jim so he can facilitate the return of Gunmar. One of the plans Strickler comes up with eventually backfires on him, thanks in part to a rogue troll while Strickler tries to recruit called Angor Rot. With all this talk of troll hunter characters, I haven't talked much about the dynamics. Well, the show itself to an uninterested viewer might seem like an episodic monster of the week type of thing. And Trollhunters is in fact anything but. There's never a single episode where the plot doesn't progress in some way. Every monster encountered is either pivotal for development or a part of one of the villain's many plots. Mostly Strickler, even though he does eventually change sides. Well, that's more to do with the fact that he failed so much his life. It became danger, but that also leads to some interesting dynamics as he tries to become a mentor to Jim as well. With mixed results, That's really the main thing about Trollhunters. Everything is jumbled in some way. Jim is near constantly doubting himself and his abilities, in spite of the fact that he managed several victories, which brings to mind the story arcs of the show. First, it was the battle against Bullard, then it was Strickler's plans involving his allies in Angkor Wat, then it was Angkor Wat going solo, then it was Jim trying to take out the Gum-Gums in their home turf, the Darklands. Then it was Bunmar getting out of said Darklands and planning for his big move in the shadows. All the while, the character dynamics of the main cast grow. From Jim's growing student mentor, or to eventual father-son and relationship with Blinky, to Toby and Arg's growing friendship, which leads to quite a few emotional moments, to Claire gaining and learning to use shadow magic, as well as her growing relation with Jim, which gets so strong that by the end of the series she refuses to be separated from him, as well as the relations with some of the noble side characters, like Drawl, son of the Troll Hunter before Jim Kanjigar, who at first is hateful of Jim because he wasn't picked as the Troll Hunter, but eventually becomes one of Jim's closest friends and allies, until his death midway through Season 3. Trollhunters does not pull punches. Death can come at the most unexpected of times. Trollhunters has so many things wrapped up inside, in spite of only having 52 episodes, that this review would go on for a long time if I listed them all. But in the end, it all wraps up into a nice, entertaining package that you'll get plenty of entertainment out in your afternoons, or whatever time you like to watch. But, as I always say, I'm not here to tell you if the show is good or bad. I'm here to state my opinion and through it, let you decide if Trollhunters is something you'd like to watch. So if you think the first show of the Tales of Arcadia franchise, Trollhunters, strikes your fancy, you can find it for easy streaming on Netflix. And if you enjoyed this not-so-critical review, you can like the video, leave a comment, subscribe if you haven't, and if you have, click the notification bell to stay up to date on my content. And until the next not-so-critical review, I've been your non-host of the Endless Kingdom, and I wish you all a good day.